Okay, I'm going to show you how to use the long and short position tool properly on TradingView. So first create a long position. I'm just going to do this. Let's say I'm going to create a long position here, use the break of the 24 as my entry and the 48 EMA as my risk, right? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on this long position, and here you want to enter two things, your account size. So let's say my account is 20k. I'm just going to enter 20k, and then you want to set your risk to 1% or less, right? So just set this to 1%, and then the next thing you want to do is create a template. So click on this, click on save as, and say long position, or just give it a name, right? And click on save, click on OK. Now as you adjust your risk, it's going to tell you the number of contracts and that's appropriate for this trade design. So if your risk was larger, it will tell you can trade 1.067 contracts. If your risk is smaller, you can trade more contracts, right? The other thing it lets you do is if you are using a TradingView connection to trade futures, for example, or you're using paper trading on TradingView, you can click on this thing. So just right click on your long position and say create limit order, and it will automatically fill in all of the details for you. It will fill in the position size, it will fill in your stop loss, it will fill in your take profit. You'll see it's risking 1% or less of your account, and your take profit is appropriately sized to wherever the end of this trade design is. You just have to click on buy and let it do its thing. Now that you've done the long position, you also have to remember to do the same thing for the short position because they are different tools. So on the short position, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to create a short position. I'm going to double click it, set my account size to whatever it is. So 20k, 1% I'm risking, and then I'm just creating a template here, right? So short position, no, not that, short position, click on save, click on OK. And now it works the same way. So let's say I say that's my short position, hypothetical. I'm just going to right click, create limit order. It's filled in with the right number of units. If I increase my risk, I say create limit order. It hasn't really worked because, well, I can't trade less than 1 unit, right? So now if I create a limit order, you can see it's 1.778, so it's set it to 1. If I make this really small, create limit order, it's increase the number of units, right? So that is how you use the long and short position tool. The other thing to remember is now that you've saved it as a template, anytime you create another one of these trade designs, it's going to remember the last saved values. So I don't have to create the template again and again. You just create it once, save it, and then the next time you use a trade design tool, it's all set for you. And then you can always just right click and go create limit order, and it fills in everything for you. Also, if you're wondering, the quantity is right here, right? So if you're not using this, you can just read the quantity and then enter it on your broker. Thank you.